So we are going to talk about speed in math and whether or not it's a good thing to rush through our work. And that is what the video that is linked on the Canvas page today is all about. We're also going to talk about conjectures. And a conjecture is when you think something is right, but you're not really sure and you work to try to prove it. And we're going to do that by using what's called a Hailstone sequence. So if you think about a hailstone, when it goes, if this is my cloud, okay, and I have a water drop here. Air is going to take that water drop up here and it's going to freeze. And then air is going to drag it back down and it's going to come back up and it's going to freeze a little more, get a little bigger, and it's going to come back down, and it's going to do this until it's eventually too heavy and just falls out of the cloud. So this up and down, up and down, up and down pattern in math is called a Hailstone sequence. So this is the one that you have on the Canvas page, and you can see the numbers do go up and down, up and down, up and down. And part of a Hailstone sequence is that if we have an even number, we're going to divide it by 2 to get the next number in the sequence. If it is odd, we multiply by 3 and add 1 to get the next number in the sequence. So I'm going to check and just make sure that my numbers here are indeed a Hailstone sequence. So if I have 20, 20 is an even number, and even it tells me to divide by 2. So if I divide 20 by 2, I do get 10. 10 is even, so I'm going to divide again, and I get 5. 5 is odd, so we multiply by 3, which gives us 15, plus 1 gives us 16. And I'm going to keep following my pattern, even divide by 2, even divide by 2, even divide by 2, even divide by 2, and we stop at 1. So there's this, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. So there is a guy whose last name is Collatz, and he has what's called the Collatz conjecture. And he thinks that you can take any number, and if you follow the sequence long enough, you will eventually get to 1. So we're going to try that, and that's what your independent work assignment is for today. We're going to choose any number. So let's say 15. And I'm going to follow the Hailstone sequence rules. Even, divide by 2, odd, multiply by 3, add 1. So 15 is odd. I'm going to multiply by 3, add 1. So it's 45 plus 1 gives me 46 in the next part of the sequence. 46 is even, so I divide by 2 and get 23 for my next number. And I'm going to keep moving on and see if I get to 1. So 69, 70, divide by 2 gives me 35. It's odd. So your 35 times 3 would be 105, so 106. Divide by 2 gives me 53. And this one's going to take me a while to get through. So if I were to keep moving on and moving on and moving on, eventually, according to Collatz, I should reach 1. So in Canvas, your assignment, you need to choose a number, put it on the Google Draw that is linked, and see if you can follow the sequence and eventually work your way to 1. If you have any questions, of course, you can email me, message me, and ask.